high school students, undergraduates, people pursuing masters, the field of tech, IT, software engineering, mathematics, computer science, and the likes. Today I'll be serving you. Well, thank you so much for clicking on our video. My name is Wilfred. As you have seen on the title of the video, we have an incredible guest that is going to share with us some insight. Again, we're still continuing with our series, Talk with Graduates. And with me today, I have an incredible guest. Are you ready for the guest? You ready? Right, let's go. Yep, our guest, our incredible guest, Koketso. Welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Thank you so much for having me. I'm doing good, and yourself?
I'm alright. It's just the sun. How's the weather?
It's just so hot, right?
Cyprus, I know. I know. By the way, let me just say this, Koketso. You're definitely one of my favorite guests, one of my favorite interviewees. Because, not interviewees, guests.
Yeah.
Because actually, I've interviewed so many people. But we've had an interview with you when you were just after you graduated, and your graduation day. Do you remember that one?
Yes.
Yeah, and it has been doing quite well online, and of course some of the things that you said there. By the way, Koketso is the lady who said, this is in verbatim, do not let anyone tell you that a master's is not important. Ask them if they have one first.
Yeah.
That's what you said, and the
Yeah.
comment section was just crazy.
Yeah.
So, starting off, who is Koketso, where is she from, and what was she studying?
I'd like to thank you once again for having me on your show. My name is Koketso Bariti, and I'm from Botswana.
Sure.
Um,
Botswana in the house.
yeah.
Gabs,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yes, I live in Gaborone, but I originally come from Kanye.
Okay.
So what I just graduated from is a master's in computer science and applied mathematics. My background education is in software engineering and data analysis.
All right.
So yeah, I'm just kind of there. And outside of my education, my experience involves providing software solutions, innovative
Sorry?
solutions.
Soft-
My experience involves providing unique software solutions. So
Alright.
my desire and my ambition is to use the knowledge that I've acquired to help provide unique solutions for today's problems.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Makes sense. Before we even digress more, I just want to set a good foundation by asking you this question. we usually have, I don't know whether it's a trend nowadays where people are just bashing education. They're saying education is not important, education is a scam, don't go to varsity, I don't know, don't even talk less of a master's, don't even pursue a master's program. What do you have to say about that? Maybe in terms of saying the change you've undergone after you have gone through this academic journey, in the sense that the Koketso we knew after high school and the Koketso that has graduated from undergrad and masters now. So as a response to those who are always criticizing education and saying education is useless.
Well, first of all, education is not just something that you get in the confines of the institution.
All right.
Education is the desire to want to know more because of the understanding that you don't know everything. So I think the act of seeking education is a humble thing to do.
All right.
Because you're actually accepting that you don't know it all. And to say that you don't need education is kind of a sort of arrogance, in my opinion, because
You don't know. This motivational speakers.
really,
I know.
yeah, I feel it's a sort of arrogance and it's a sort of folly. And I'm Christian, and there's a proverb that says that fools despise wisdom.
True.
And wisdom, in order for you to get wisdom, you must seek knowledge
Sure.
gain understanding. And how else can you do that if you don't have education?
All right. So now, if you were to now bring to yourself now, what changes have you observed in your own life from the Koketso that is sitting next to me now to the one we had after high school? In a way that if you didn't have high school, or rather if you just stopped at high school and didn't proceed, what is it that you would have lost, or what is it that you have missed out on?
That's a very interesting question, because in high school, I actually wanted to engage in a completely separate career path. Not that it was not as good, but I do believe that my process from high school till now was essential to making me who I am today.
All right.
Who I was in high school I didn't know much. It really felt like I did though, but I really didn't know much.
So I tried to tell us that when we do not know, we don't know that we do not know.
Yeah, it's only when you think you know when you don't know.
Yo.
I think so, because I didn't even know what I wanted to study. Like, I actually had a moment where I just was ready to pick whatever I needed to pick. Just
Wait,
so
is that after high school or during the high school days? After you finished high school.
Yes, because my passion was always to do something creative. Whether it was art, whether it was math, whatever it was, I just knew from a very young age that I did not want to have to ever be in a position where I'm forced to use I have to
rules or follow rules.
Yes, like I had to be fit into a box, because I guess since it's coming from a bit of my rebellious side, but I never wanted to be in a place where I had to follow rules. Where it was already established what should be done.
Where you're channeled, basically.
And where there was only one route to follow. Yeah.
Okay, talking about your high school now, I think this is the right time for me to even put this one. Do you think you have anyone you would say sort of set up the bar for you, or someone you looked up to, or someone who just challenged you or inspired you in any way when you were still at your high school level, which maybe kind of impacted the journey you took?
That's actually very interesting, because growing up, I didn't really have a model of somebody who I can say this is who I want to be.
All right.
But I had a vision in my mind where who I wanted to become, and I still feel that I'm still working to become that person till today.
All right.
So to have a person whom I looked up to, like, let's say a role model,
close range,
I didn't really have a specific one, especially like since I didn't want to be boxed either way.
Sure.
So I think my free thinking made it difficult for me to pick one person to
and
stick
like
to.
study one person.
Maybe I had certain people who I would see and admire
from time
to time. But even then, I didn't say I want to become this person. I always had the person who I wanted to become in my own mind.
So you're just getting the inspiration,
exactly,
but still sticking to your own version of
to help me steer myself in the right direction. But even then, I also had people in my life who were God sent, who always saw the potential that I had.
Right.
So those people, I could say, were very essential in making me always never doubt myself.
Right.
Or even as I'm doubting myself, still do some things that are difficult because they see it and they made me believe. Like, they're not, for a lack of better words, their delusion helped me. Because at that point, before they tell me, it sounds like this person is delusional. Because it's not something that I can imagine. Like, maybe the word delusional is like not exactly the best word.
Yeah.
But like, you need some people who are.
They call it, what do they call it? Social psychologists call it kind of unrealistic optimism.
Yes, like unrealistic optimism. Like, for example, I was just speaking with my supervisor just yesterday or so, where. So the way that the process usually goes is that you have to do 4 years of your BSc.
All right.
The fourth is an honors year, and then that's when you can go into a master's.
True.
But I only did 3, so I had to do a 4th according to the standard.
All right.
But I got rejected for my 4th, and my mom was telling me I should apply for a master's. So what do you do when you're getting rejected for a 4th year, and your mother's telling you
something that is higher than
you should apply for a master's? That's something that is how far-fetched. I honestly was just like, I'm gonna do it just so this lady can get off my chest. But it actually worked.
Wow.
I ended up actually getting approved for a master's.
Wow.
And I was able to go beyond without having to do
the fourth year. Insane. That's a unique story.
So it's like, you really, out of a role model, if you don't have a role model, you really need to have people around you who have faith, crazy faith, for you to even do something that is not ordinary.
Wow. Makes sense. All right, okay, so thank you for that, and it makes so much sense. Now, I think just to close and conclude this high school topic, there's something you spoke about the other time we interviewed you on your graduation day. You said your high school grades kind of set you up for, or rather they determine where you can go, how far you can go. So what can you say to high school students now, in terms of their grades and how that actually impacts and plays out in your later academic journey?
You should take yourself seriously. Like,
it's getting personal. So take
no,
yourself serious.
honestly, take yourself seriously. Like, if you really truly want real success, you have to take yourself seriously.
All right.
I mean, I wasn't just always about school, but I'd have fun, but it was because I knew what I wanted. At the end of
Right.
the day, I knew I had to excel.
All right.
What you sow is what you reap. So if you're gonna do something simple, that's what you're gonna get. And for you to come, it's not to say that you cannot overcome it,
Yeah.
but in order for you to build up from the kind of work that you put in the beginning, it's gonna be very difficult. And I might not agree with the full term like all the time, but it's not easy. Not that it's completely impossible, but it's not easy to teach an old dog new tricks. So,
True.
for example, in my masters, there were some things that I struggled with because, and I'd think back like, maybe if in high school I took this a little bit more seriously, I wouldn't have to be going back to learn about what this thing is, because
Makes
it
sense.
would be ingrained in me. It would be part of who I am.
Makes sense.
So in high school, just try your best, right? Try your best. And also, it'll give you access to a lot more opportunities. I know people that because they worked hard by their matric or from 5
A-levels.
or A levels, because
True.
they worked hard, right now they're living overseas. And they're living in countries in which they can live there
Right.
continually.
Makes
Their
sense.
opportunities that they have access to are completely open because they decided to work hard in
high school.
And it's not an exaggeration or understatement. Like, their life is completely different now.
Makes
because
sense.
of that.
All right. Thank you so much for the foundation. Now, I think I want us to transition to your bachelor's. You said for bachelor's you studied software engineering. Why software
Yes.
engineering?
I'm not gonna lie.
Please don't lie.
I don't have a reason as to why I didn't accept.
Oh,
I could do it.
what do you mean? I mean, there's calculus there, guys. Me, I don't have. I have a love-hate relationship with calculus.
Okay, before you go there, the software engineering course that I did was heavily practical. So I went to a private college, so I didn't really engage in math. I did
Okay.
math in the first year, but it was really about focused on developing. So that's why I call it software development.
All right.
I never worked with, like, I never worked on paper. All I did was program for
Oh
those
wow,
3 years.
that's like one of the biggest. Actually, it's a response to one of the biggest criticism of the academic system, that it's constantly like theory and it's never practical, especially in tech.
Yeah.
But I think for your school, I mean, I think they have started working on that.
Definitely, that's the biggest motivation. So I went to Varsity College in South Africa,
Oh.
specifically in Cape Town. So it's a private college, and their
Wait,
structure.
Varsity College?
Yes.
Is that college where rich kids go?
Why would you say it like that?
I saw it on TikTok.
Rich kids go everywhere, but it is a private college.
I saw it
and-
on TikTok. The cars those guys were driving. You went to Varsity College?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know.
What?
Let's go.
Yeah, I went to Varsity College.
I didn't know. You guys have money.
No,
I
come
see,
on, no,
I
we
see.
don't.
All right, Varsity College. Anyways,
It is full of rich kids, but UCT as well, Rose as well, Wits
makes
as well.
sense. Makes sense.
There are rich kids everywhere. They're just
True.
they
I mean, we have them
just
here
say- Yeah.
now. Transitioning or changing from software to what you did for your master's program, which is
Computer science
and applied math. Why did you bring them together? Why didn't you just do computer science? Why did you add the math? You love math?
Genuinely, it's because I was like, I've done software engineering, I might as well do something else.
All right. Also, it's sort of
So-
like diversifying in a way.
Yeah, I just felt like since I know how to program.
All right.
Like, I know how to program, I know how to build software, I know how to debug.
Sure.
I felt like I'd actually come to a point, because even after I graduated, I built my own projects.
Graduated what, undergrad or
Undergrad.
Okay.
I was doing my own things. I was building my own apps. I was working
Makes
on my
sense.
own things.
Makes sense.
Because it requires for you to keep an updated portfolio.
All right.
So you don't just sit, and also so that you can remember how to program.
True.
So I just felt like, what else can I do? And I also did a certification in data analysis.
Oh wow.
Which is what helped me kind of bridge into moving from just being a software developer into a data analyst.
Wow.
So when I got into the offer of being I actually had 2 offers.
All right.
Masters of Engineering.
Which engineering?
Just Masters of Engineering.
Okay. Not computer or
No, just Masters of Engineering. And the one that I chose.
Applied maths.
Yeah. And I had done computer science up to Form 6, and everybody who has done Form 6 knows that Form 6 is hard.
Yeah.
So I had a background in computer science. That was something that I knew. And applied mathematics, I had to Google, what is applied mathematics? Applied mathematics is not pure mathematics. It's more, literally, it's applied. Like, it's like,
Let us know,
it's a more, like, it's a math that is more, I don't know how
Applied.
to describe it, but it's a kind of math that you can actually use to do stuff. It's not very pure, because there's pure math where it's just
where does calculus stand? Because the issue I have with calculus, no offense,
I
guys.
did calculus.
Calculus,
Yeah.
I really like calculus because
In
it's
math,
like,
yeah.
to me, it's irrelevant. That's why I love I love numbers and I love statistics. I'm really big on
Yeah,
statistics.
statistics is an example of applied mathematics.
Oh, okay. Then I love that. Calculus, I feel like it's useless. I'm sorry, guys, to those who love calculus. I feel like it's useless.
But I did calculus.
Do you think it's useful? In a genuine, like, in an honest way?
With the calculus that I did, I did PDE, which is partial differential equations. I don't know if it's kind of a tongue twister for computer science.
All right.
So that was mainly focused on coming up with, let me kind of remember.
Yeah.
It focused on math that, I forgot. Oh my gosh, wait, can you take a break?
What is it are we talking about? It is calculus that you took for
my master's.
Yes. It's partial
differential equations for computer science and engineering.
Okay. Without even getting into the deep details, do you think it's relevant? Do you think it's applicable? Is it something you feel like it's adding to what you're doing?
It was definitely relevant. There was something about that I understood about it. I'm just trying to get it from my memory. But I know that when I started doing machine learning, it was significant.
All right. Oh, it played a part.
It played a role. Like,
Makes
there's
sense,
theories that were there that I needed in machine learning. I know that the second one was algebra.
Okay.
That algebra helped me with convergence, the understanding of conversions, and using methods that are better at doing this and that and this and that. So, like, I don't know how to get directly into the finer details, but that math was very essential to me in order to building the foundation of knowing how to develop things that are efficient.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. All right. Okay. So I just want us to go back to what we touched on again the other time I had you as a guest. Sorry, guys. I keep on referencing that video. That video is very important. It sets a foundation for this interview, because actually that's when we spoke. It's crazy how we just spoke like loosely that I'll have you as a guest for the whole podcast thing.
Yeah, I don't mind. I'm honestly very intrigued on speaking about this stuff, because I also don't think that there's a lot of
people voicing it out. Makes sense.
Not to say that, but
right.
I know how much seeing somebody on a platform inspired me. So I made it my responsibility that if I ever get an opportunity to get on a platform, so that a younger version of myself sees me and
sorry to cut you, which then now joins to the question, which is women in tech. Do you think there are stereotypes that are sort of pushed by society against women in tech that you are kind of aware of?
Like, in what sense?
Stereotypes or biases which maybe can limit or psychologically discourage young girls from pursuing degrees in that field.
I think that psychologically, yes. Whether the actual barriers are there, like in terms,
do you think they are there?
They are there.
They are.
They are.
In what sense? If you can expand on that.
So like, at first I used to question like why, you know,
Right.
but like sometimes you have to understand that, for example, when we're dealing with the issue of race, there's some people that have generally not been exposed to having a black woman working in the workforce.
Alright.
So they are working with like lack of exposure.
Alright.
That's why it's very important for me now to then deal with the psychological aspect of
Okay.
it, where I see myself as the only black woman in this space.
True.
How I behave, how the kind of barriers that I overcome, the kind of things that I achieve in that space is
Right.
very critical, because it will set the path for the next woman that comes. So the next time a black young girl is interviewing for my role, they're not gonna think, oh, black people can do this, because they had that one black woman who they hired and they understood from their lack of exposure.
So basically representing the black people
Exactly.
Now, that's applicable for someone who's already
ahead.
they've already kind of arrived in a sense. Now I'm talking about a girl who's still that side, who's now looking at this and like, no, this thing is not for us, or it's harder there. So what can you say to that?
I think that first of all, like from the beginning of the interview, like lack of knowledge is it can be a huge barrier.
Yeah.
And what you expose yourself to will determine where you go.
True.
So if you start off with having this negative mindset that, you know what, this stuff I see a lot of, because to be honest, it's a white guy thing, okay? Like this field is a white guy thing. I'm not gonna lie, and my wife
saying this field, you mean the field of tech or software engineering or computer science?
In the tech field.
Tech,
it's a very male, white dominated field.
All right.
It's not
really
even
funny.
a question.
Okay.
Yeah. If you ever wanna see, I promise you, just go to any go to any faculty and go to the software engineering department. You will see a lot of white guys.
And by the way, talking of that,
and it's no offense to them.
Yeah, I know.
At all, absolutely.
It's just the reality.
It's just the reality of it.
Now,
I remember. Sorry, before you go on, but I remember I was joining a developing cybersecurity team
on campus. Okay.
On campus, and I was the only woman and the only black woman.
Insane. When was that?
Like 15 members plus.
When was that?
This year.
That's recent. That's really recent.
So they couldn't even speak English, but they were kind enough because they had to translate for me. And they were kind enough to translate. But you see, they have been used to working with each other. They never see any black woman coming into the
makes sense. Now, just in that same vein, you had said before, I don't know whether it was off camera or on camera, that you were the only black girl in your department when you graduated.
Yeah,
I think that's what you said on your graduation day. Yeah. So that on its own, how does I know you've touched on it earlier, but how does that impact you psychologically? That number one, and secondly, how does that affect the class in terms of racism? How did it feel for you, in an honest and genuine way?
Okay, I feel that in terms of racism, I feel that racism is just something that, because I've been the only black girl in bachelor's and also in master's. Ooh. So racism is not something that I've experienced in the class.
All right.
But there is obviously going to be a different experience that I have compared to the white girls.
True.
You see, so they have their own challenges, I have my own challenges, but I am dealing with 3 levels of minority. I'm dealing with the fact that I'm a woman.
True.
I'm dealing with the fact that I'm a black woman.
True.
And I'm also dealing with the fact that I'm a foreigner.
Sure. You're not
so there's a lot of social things that I have to overcome. So they only have to deal with being a woman in a male-dominated field.
Okay. So now, that's the reality now. When it comes to your personal experiences, did you really have like challenges or encounters or experiences where you like discriminated or treated badly?
No, maybe
in
I'm
class,
fortunate.
maybe.
I'm fortunate with the kinds of classmates that I had, as well as the teachers that I had.
Professors, yeah.
Yes, but I always felt encouraged in the spaces that I was in. Good. I never faced any kind of special treatment or discrimination from my teachers or my peers.
All right.
And it was just a fair experience. It just also depends. Like, obviously, as a black person, most oftentimes, like realistically speaking, I'm gonna hang out with the black people, and
True,
so
yeah.
are white people gonna hang
Yeah.
out with them. They share more things in common.
Mm,
But does that mean that just because, like, I've made very good relationships with my white peers.
okay.
It's just about, like I said, your perspective. Like,
Alright.
you're in that space, you already know you're a minority.
Mm,
If you behave and you treat yourself as a minority, they're gonna accept you as
Yeah.
a minority. But that's why you go into
it's called a
space and you
self-fulfilling
conquer it.
prophecy in psychology. Yeah.
Yeah, you go into that space and you own it. You say, what? I'm black, so
So what?
yeah.
Makes sense.
I promise you, 9 times out of 10. But it's not to say I haven't had situations where, let's say, I've gone for an interview and I get rejected, and I
Okay.
look at the workforce and I'm like, ugh, I see
Alright.
the issue here.
You know why?
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Or if they, it happens.
Mm.
But I feel like I've had very few instances where that's happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, guys, I just want to make a disclaimer that this is your personal experience.
Yes, this is my personal
And,
experience. as
I
well.
think some people, maybe some guests that are going to come here, or some of them that have come, are going to say they've experienced racism. Some will say they haven't. So these are just personal experiences. Don't generalize them. Yeah, this is real life. This is reality. Okay, now I think we're just going to move to our rounding up point, which is kind of the cream, or rather the icing on top of the cake. This is one of the most important questions I actually get, and I also have, because I don't have a master's yet. I need to get one soon. Now, most people want to know, what is a master's program? What does a master's program entail in terms of the course material, thesis, defending? How does you guys have supervisors or something like that? Yeah, I think you call them supervisors, those professors that are kind of masterminding the way you do it. What's their role? How do those things play out?
Okay,
If
so
you were to explain it to just an ordinary high school kid.
okay, so first of all, a master's is about, so bachelor's. Okay, let me start off with high school, right?
Sure,
High
sure.
school, you have all these topics. You chose math, science, ed math, all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
And you're just learning what they are. Then you go to college, and now you're specifying that I want to learn, for example, I want to learn math in terms of computer science,
All right.
or you're learning math in order to become somebody who works in the computer science field.
All right.
So that one is like, it's like the further you go, the narrower the focus is.
All right.
So by the time you get to masters, so I did a master's with a thesis. When I did my coursework, which is like my subject, I specifically picked subjects that were geared towards what I want to specialize in.
So you have
So-
basically even within the course we have options to pick from in terms of the coursework.
Yes.
All right.
In bachelor's the same happens, but it's more general. Like, because you'll find that you can end up doing like computer ethics in bachelor's,
All right.
even though you're not trying to go into ethics.
Okay.
Like, for example, my bachelor's, I did everything from database development to software engineering to software development, application development.
All right.
I did a lot of different kinds, but it was not mainly focused on one thing.
Okay.
But now that I'm in master's, I know that, for example, I want to go into artificial intelligence.
Mm.
So I have to do courses that are focused on things
Okay.
that relate to artificial
Alright,
intelligence, because that's where now I'm trying to gain my knowledge. So I pick courses like graph theory,
Mm.
like the algebra, the course that I picked. Like, so
Sure.
everything now I'm selecting it out of a bunch.
Okay.
And I cannot do something like
Irrelevant.
writing. I can't, because this is meant to
Be focused. Okay.
on the fact that I want to go into artificial intelligence research. So
Then
after you finish with that coursework, you complete it.
okay.
How
How long is the coursework?
It lasts
Normally?
about a year.
Okay, like 2 semesters.
Yes, about
Alright.
2.5 semesters. I did mine in 2.5 semesters, but you can spread it out in a few
Okay.
year. But your thesis is just a body of work that you complete. It doesn't have to be original work. No, actually, it is original work, but you don't have to introduce a novelty.
Okay.
PhD is a requirement that you must introduce a novelty. A
Alright.
novelty being something that has not been
Been
done
touched before. Okay.
Yes, or you are working on something that is novel
Alright.
already.
Yeah. Novel means
but
new, basically.
Like new.
Yeah.
Like something that is yet to be discovered, because at that point you're becoming a doctor, meaning like you're a specialist, like you actually know a lot. Because thesis in itself, I've spent a year plus working on my thesis.
Ooh.
So I've spent about a year plus researching on one topic.
Wait, sorry to disturb you.
Yeah.
So the thesis, is it working together with the coursework?
No.
Or you have to finish one first? No, I'm saying you have to finish the coursework first.
One's not relying on the other.
Or they're just separate things?
Yes, they're separate. But your thesis is based off of what you also learned from your coursework.
All right.
So it's based off your background knowledge. So I did rumor detection, which is which I ventured into because of my background in data analytics, software engineering, as well as my experience doing applied mathematics and studying computer science.
All right.
So that equipped me with the knowledge and the skill set to be able to actually develop work with and develop machine learning models and deep learning models that were used to detect rumors on Twitter.
Okay.
So that process involved extensive research on what rumor detection was,
right?
How to identify it, looking at previous works.
Right.
So it's about really becoming knowledgeable specifically on the domain of misinformation. So you see, now it's more domain specific.
Okay.
So if somebody needs somebody who can detect false news online, they can call me.
All right.
It's not like bachelor's where they needed a software engineer.
Oh, okay. Now it's like, I think I said it was like a pyramid last time.
Yeah. And the higher you go up, the more refined. So if I were to do PhD, I'd probably do a PhD that is focused on cybersecurity or user profiling on social media.
Okay.
Because those are the subtopics of what I did. Because rumor detection requires you to be able to detect a rumor spreader, someone who spreads rumors. It also is a form of natural language processing where I take text and I'm able to detect what it is or process it in a form.
Who usually hire people like you? Is it journalists? Wait, who are
I
your
can be
normal
hired
victims?
by
Is it journalists?
I can be hired by research companies.
Okay.
Because my job is to come up with something that can do something.
All right.
So I would research on what that thing is, gain domain-specific knowledge on what it is in order to be able to execute it achieve the best results.
Yeah, just before you round it up, you spoke about your supervisor. Like, can you just touch a bit on the supervisor and the role they play?
Well, my supervisor was very critical. Like, her role was very critical in making sure that I kept on track with what I was doing.
Right.
That I did the proper procedures, because since I'm in the science,
right.
So since I was trying to become a scientist.
Right.
There's some things that I would do that required very extensive procedure.
Right. In what sense, if you can just kind of give us a picture?
I couldn't just come up with experiments. I couldn't just come up with results. She ushered me into following a procedure that was incremental.
Okay.
Meaning that I had to make sure that every step was accounted for.
All right.
I couldn't just show up with information without making sure that it's correct.
All right.
So there she strengthened me a lot. Also showing me how to research according to the standards of the institution and outside as well. Introducing me to academic databases, basically nurturing me into a researcher.
Makes sense.
Specifically in the domain of machine learning.
All right.
And artificial intelligence.
Gagaza, thank you so much for this. And I think I'll ask, this is what I usually do. I'll ask you to say your closing words. You can say your closing words in English. Then lastly, you can have closing words in Setswana. You speak Setswana?
Yes, I do, but I don't know what I'll say in Setswana.
Just encouraging people from Botswana or telling them that you love them or anything.
Well, I mean, I would just want to say one thing. Is that
for now, just summarize the whole thing and just your closing words, then maybe you can round up with Setswana as well, some bit of Setswana. Let's see. Botswana in the house, let's go, Botswana.
So, I just wanted to say that whatever it is that you have in your heart to do, as long as it's good, you can achieve it.
Sure.
You don't look at where you are right now. If you see an opportunity and you like the opportunity, go after it. Definitely, as long as it is going to build you. And don't be scared to take risks at all. You will end up in very unique places because of risk, and you'll encounter unique experiences because of risk. And then
Setswana.
What must I say?
Oh, people from Botswana. So Botswana, like as a nation.
So so usually there's this term that says motamuiti senaha.
Say it again.
Motamuiti senaha.
It's like you don't take it to a person, something like that.
You don't know someone too well.
Oh yeah.
You'll never know someone well enough.
Oh, cool.
And usually it is used to reference somebody else.
Okay.
But in this instance, I'd like to reference it to yourself. You
Okay.
never know what you can do.
Which means
You must always onaga. Like motahamiti isenaga, meaning that you never know what's inside of you unless you go out and explore it, unless you go out and try to find out more about it. But there's so many levels to you that you haven't yet experienced, that you haven't yet found.
Makes sense.
That you'd be surprised
if
who you turn out to be for as long as you keep on taking
you
that
dig
risk.
and dig and dig.
Hey.
Dig from within.
Hey.
Hey. He's giving games.
Yeah, but yeah, motahamiti isenaga.
Well, Kukasa, thank you so much for honoring our invitation. I know lots of people are actually grateful for the insights you have given, and I'm really, really grateful. I'm excited for the impact that this has been making, that will continue actually to make, and I really, really appreciate having you here. And
No problem.
hoping
Thank you
to
for
see
having
you
me.
as one of the big names now in tech. Let's
oh
go.
my gosh, give me a little bit of time.
Take your time.
Yeah.
You know, this is your field. You master your field
Yes,
the way
I
you
will
want
continue mastering it.
Please.
I have a long way to go. I haven't yet done
All that. You haven't exhausted everything.
Honestly, it feels like the beginning.
Wow.
Yeah.
Guys, this coming from somebody who has a master's. You say this is the beginning.
Like I said, you always need to be humble.
True.
I don't know everything.
Makes sense. Once again, thank you so much. I really can't thank you enough. How do you say? You say Kialeboha.
Yes, my other name is actually Raneboha.
I am from Botswana. I'm Intercontinental.
Yeah.
My name is Mpimeti.
Oh.
Balibeti.
Balibeti.
Yeah. Serue. Do you know Serue?
Yeah. Last president was from Serue. My sister is now from Serue. She's married in Serue.
Wow. It's good to meet people from Serue. Say hi to your sister.
Yeah, she married into Serue.
Wow. We welcome them to Serue. I'm Intercontinental. I am from Botswana. Now, guys, you've heard. This is just a lot for you to take in. Make sure you watch the video again and again. And, of course, you have to subscribe. We can't just give you so much information and you just sit like that. You can't just waste this information. I hope you're encouraged. I don't want to waste your time again. Continue to subscribe. If you have any questions, make sure you comment, and anything you like or you want to get to know about these departments, I think we'll try to help you as much as we can. And if some questions can be answered by Koket, so I'm sure if she sees the comment section, she can engage some of you guys and try to give feedback from time to time. Again, thank you so much for watching the video. We have more and more episodes. I hope you've watched the others. We still have a long way to go. Once again, thank you so much. Thank you so much. My name is Wilfred, and I approve this message.